Hello everyone, and welcome to Mr. This is Africa, and that sprinkling of islands in the Atlantic is Cape Verde, or Cabo Verde. Anyway, let's have a look-see, shall we? Until the Portuguese arrived in 1462, no one lived on these islands. Centuries of sunlit silence, slinking geckos and skinks and warbling birds and turtle hatchlings heading for the sea and little more. But the Portuguese, in the age of exploration, finally set foot on what has become Santiago and built what became Cidade Velha. The climate did not favour sugar plantations, so the islands profited from something decidedly less sweet. Slavery. That's right. Cape Verde made a lot of cash linking trade between the old and new worlds. Basically, goods from Europe were sold here in exchange for slaves, who were then shipped to the Americas, where different goods were produced by the slaves and then sold to Europe. Of course, it wasn't all so neat and tidy and triangular in practice, and smugglers and pirates disturbed things every now and then. The capital was attacked by Sir Francis Drake in 1585, for instance. Subsequent assaults forced the capital to move to Praia in 1770. The 19th century saw the slave trade wither and expire, and Cape Verde underwent an economic crisis. Then there was drought and famine, and unsurprisingly, many people emigrated. Years passed, and by the middle of the 20th century, the people had grown enormously dissatisfied with Portuguese management, or lack thereof, and calls for independence increased. The calls were answered, and independence came in 1975, with Aristides Pereira as first president. While technically a dictator, he was not as bad as other African leaders of the time, which is actually saying a lot, and he worked to improve conditions for the people. From the 1980s onward, tourists began flocking to Cape Verde for its pleasant weather and pleasant beaches, where one may windsurf whatever the time of year. Over 500,000 visit annually, and Cape Verde has proved to be among the most stable and developed nations of Africa. Relations with Portugal are still strong, and Portugal remains its biggest trading partner. By the way, Portuguese football star Cristiano Ronaldo is part Cape Verdean on his father's side. So good luck to Cape Verde, watch out for those volcanoes, and that's it from me for now. Bye-bye!